I willingly walked into this emo kid's room because he has a Pimax 8KX, and now we're gonna try to play Beat Saber on it. This is my first time putting this headset on, and oh my god, the FOV is massive. My FOV is like... I can still see the controllers. This is my FOV. I can actually see that picture over there. Awesome. Just looking around, there's a sort of lens distortion. Like, things squeeze and stretch when I move my head. But despite that, this is so clear. I can't find a single pixel, no matter how hard I look for them. I still wouldn't say this is the clearest VR experience I've ever had though, because these lenses cause a lot of distortion. The pancake lenses on headsets like the Quest 3 are much clearer. Here there's some blur from the lenses, especially in the far edges, where it's really blurry. But it doesn't really matter because you won't be looking in these directions, you'll be looking forward most of the time. That was nice tracking. I'm really not liking that this headset is limited to 75 Hz, especially coming from 120 Hz. There is an option to use 114 Hz if you use upscaling rather than the native resolution, so I'll try that later. But if there was only 75 Hz, I think this is a deal breaker. I wouldn't use this for Beat Saber. Just from like 2 minutes of playing, I'm already feeling the strain on my face and on my nose, just from the weight of this headset. It is so insanely massive, like you can probably see this on camera, it's ridiculously big. This definitely isn't the ideal headset for Beat Saber. You'd get like a very sore neck after a long session. You know how I mentioned in the beginning that there's some distortion when I look around? It really doesn't matter in game. Like, I didn't notice it while playing the maps, it's only when I look around at the menus. The adjustment for the headphones is really whack. I can't get them to sit straight on my ears. And that's like a $200 audio strap, I'd expect better. Oh yeah, I'm really feeling the 75 Hz. Oh my god, there's a lot of headset shake when playing speed. It's not Rift S levels of headset shake, but it is annoying. Even with 75 Hz, that's not quite enough swing bug for me to be able to full swing this map. Not having much swing bug is a good sign though, it can indicate that the tracking is accurate. Oh my god. This is really tiring me out. And my neck is kinda hurting, which shouldn't be a thing when playing in VR. We're now using the 114 Hz mode, which means we have a higher refresh rate at the cost of a lower resolution. To be honest, I could never tell. It looks exactly the same. It already feels much smoother just looking around in the menu, but I could never tell this is a lower resolution. It still looks great. I guess that's what you get when you use a lower resolution than 4K per eye. Alright, then we're gonna try the same apps, but this time at a higher refresh rate. Oh, this is already so much better. I love this. Yeah, this is something I could actually see myself using. Way more than a 75 Hz headset. Okay, I suck at speed. High refresh rates feel so good, especially coming from 75 Hz just a minute ago. Now, would they actually use this considering the headset's weight and size? I don't know. If I owned this headset, I'd try to main it. It's just such a cool headset, so I'd try to get over its weight. But would I buy it? Definitely not. I definitely believe there's actually a competitive advantage to people using this headset, because I can see the outer lanes way clearer, without having to turn my head at all. One disadvantage of this headset compared to the Valve Index is that you'll always be locked to this very low amount of predictions, meaning you don't have much swing bug, compared to the Valve Index where you can set how much swing bug you want to have. This puts you at a competitive disadvantage to literally any other headset, maybe except for CV1, which all have a lot of swing bug, and you'll be stuck with this. So unless you're really good at speed, especially on the Knuckles controllers, you won't be playing speed on this headset. So you know what? If I were to main a headset, I'd pick the Valve Index just so I can play speed. But if you're a pure AC or tech player, or even mid-speed, the Pimax is the better option. I love the FOV, I love the resolution. This is so awesome. You would have to deal with the weight though. The weight really is a burden. I want to try the extrasensory 2 maps. I bet this would be a truly insane experience. This actually kind of looks awesome, seeing the whole thing not being cut off by my headset's FOV. I can see so much of this space, it's really immersive. It's so cool. Holy shit! Yeah, this looks better in the Pimax. This is genuinely a way better experience with this FOV and resolution. I didn't expect it to make such a huge difference. Alright, let's conclude. My horrible performance on this headset is just because I'm not used to the Knuckles controllers, so never mind that. This headset is awesome. I really didn't expect that. I expected it to be much worse than it is. And I'd honestly try to main it if I owned one. It's genuinely a good headset, and Beat Saber is playable on it. Really, the main caveat is its weight. The weight is really not ideal for a game where you need to move and work out. And it can really hurt your face after a long session. So yeah, this is a good headset. Don't buy it, it's expensive. Like, come on. But if you own one, enjoy it. Shit, עשיתי submit. טוב, אתה עכשיו cracked. Definitely don't use this headset if you're a speed player though, you won't have any swing bug. Hey, the video is basically over, but I do want to place the Pimax 8KX into my headset tier list. These are all the headsets I got to play Beat Saber on. I made this in the PSVR 2 review video, you can check that out, there's a link in the description. I might make a full video out of this tier list at some point because it could be interesting diving into what makes each headset better than the other. Now, after some thought, I think the Pimax 8KX belongs in A tier under the Quest 2. It's kind of hard to say that because is it really better than the CV1? They both have very little swing bug. So they are both bad for speed, but the controllers on the CV1 are much better, and there's a proper strap that you don't have to pay an extra $100 for, and of course it's way cheaper, but the tracking is much worse than on Pimax 8KX. So I'm thinking to put it either below the CV1 or over it. You know what, I'll be fair, I'll put it in B tier, but over the CV1. I think that's the best place for it. So that's my tier list so far, 10 headsets. Hopefully I'll get a chance to play on some more headsets and expand this tier list. Thank you for watching, goodbye!